Hello, hello! So last week we made this fishy bullet journal and we made the cover and the monthly with this sea turtle, and now let's do the weeklies. As you can see, I made several spreads with different layouts because that's what I prefer. Now let's see how it's done. First I wrote the days of the week in this font that kind of reminds me of nautical theme. I don't know why, I don't know where I've seen it, but I know that I see it a lot when we're at the seaside. And I also like it a lot. It's very easy to make, you just make one part of the letter a bit thicker and the others are thin. Now I'm adding some little fish, the same kind of simple fish that we already did last week. And here I'm showing you in normal time, so just that you have a bit of perspective that this is really sped up quite a bit. But I can imagine that nobody would watch me paint so many little fish in real time, so I will spare you that and just speed it up. For this spread I'm making a wave of fish. Some fish gather in big shoals or schools. That's what I learned last time, that it's called shoal or school of fish. And these shoals can take different shapes. Whenever a predator is coming, fish disperse sometimes, and sometimes they try to stick together more so that they look like something big and the predator gets scared. For the coloring of the letters, I use the same technique as last time. I paint the whole letter in the lightest color and then add the mid color in the middle and the darkest one at the bottom of the letter. This part is sped just twice, and you can see me coloring first the lightest blue. This is some kind of cerulean blue, but I think I ran out of cerulean blue already the last time, so this is probably very diluted turquoise. It's actually more or less the same color if you ask me. And now I'm adding the middle color. This is just the normal turquoise that is in full strength. And then I'll add some indigo blue to the bottom of my letters. And as you can see, when I'm adding the color, I'm first putting it down and then I'll go over it and try to blend the two colors together so that there is not a big bold line between the two colors. I really like the ombre effect. I like it everywhere. I love it on clothes. I love it in letters. I just like the ombre effect. Now on to another spread. The method is the same. After sketching, I first outline the letters for the days in my black fine liner, and then I will color everything in. I first sketch where the letters will be and where my shoal of fish will be. And I just skipped the part where I painted all those fish because I think nobody would want to watch me painting so many fish. I just painted them the same as I did before, and now I'm painting the letters the same as I did before, so that I blend the colors so I get this ombre effect. Now I'm adding fish vertically because I want to separate my days. I'm not so fond of vertical spreads because I feel there's not enough space to write in such a narrow column. But I think sometimes they really look nice. So I always try again, and maybe I will find one that I will really enjoy. At the top there was some space left, so I just wrote the name of the month to finish the composition a little bit. Now we come to my favorite spreads of this month. I don't know what is it, but it's always the last spreads that I love the most. Probably because I always leave the compositions that I enjoy the most. These are circular and spiral compositions. And I leave them for last because I'm that kind of a girl that leaves the best for last usually. And so I'm painting another skull of fish. Actually, now it's more of a row of a fish, but it's in the spiral shape, and I really love this shape. I really like how this page turned out. I'm using the same technique as I did the last time. I'm painting a lot of fish in the same shade and tone at once, and then I change the color and I paint all of the darker fish, and then I change the color and paint all of the lighter fish, because it's much easier and you don't have to wash the brush all the time. Now we're already on to my last spread for the month, and this is probably my favorite of them all. Of course, because there are circles. I love circles. I just traced some lead or something so that I got these big circles, and then I wrote the days in each of those circles, and I'm adding a reef of fish into every circle. Thank you so much for staying with me till the last spread, and I'm really curious which one is your favorite. And if you're trying to recreate some of them, I would love to see them. So hashtag me at veryartyfairy on IG, or just write me in the comment where I can look your stuff. I really love this bullet journal community because I got a lot of inspiration from online, and I would like to give some back. These spreads are really easy to make because they don't require any drawing skills or anything like that. You basically just take a lead and trace over it, and then just paint this very, very simple fish that anybody can paint. And you add some chunky letters colored in ombre effect, and you're golden. As I mentioned, I really like the ombre effect, but I didn't know if it is really out of style right now, so I went and checked it out just for you, because I'm really not into fashion. So I have no idea what kind of style is popular at all. But I checked it out, and ombre is actually very popular now. So you can have a popular bullet journal by following this tutorial. Not something I could always promise you, because as I said, I'm not a fashionista. But maybe sometimes I will look something up and I'll see if there are some trends that I really like. Inspiration is always welcome, no matter where it comes from. And here's the finished bullet journal with all the spreads. I hope you like some of them. If you did, give me a like. And if you want to see more of bullet journaling, painting, and other crafty and arty and nature goodness, subscribe. I would love to have you here. I upload every Friday, so come back. See you. Bye-bye.